Hello and welcome to the 6 Minutes English Podcast. Fun, clear, and easy to follow English practice.
Remember to like this video and subscribe, so English can be part of your daily life.
Hey, I was just watching a documentary about free solo climbing, and it got me thinking. Why do some people love extreme sports so much? It just seems incredibly dangerous.
Oh, I know what you mean. My cousin is really into whitewater rafting, and he's always trying to convince me to go. I guess for some, that thrill is the main draw, right?
Yeah, the thrill, but it's more than just a momentary rush, isn't it? Like, with free solo climbing, there's no harness, nothing. One slip and that's it. What could possibly make someone want to do that?
It's a good question. I think a big part of it is pushing personal boundaries. It's about seeing what they're truly capable of, both physically and mentally. It takes an incredible amount of focus and control to do something like that.
That makes sense. The mental aspect must be huge. I mean, imagine the concentration needed. You can't be thinking about your grocery list or what's for dinner when you're hanging off a cliff edge.
Exactly. It forces you to be completely in the present moment. For some, I think that's a huge escape from the stresses of everyday life. All your worries just disappear, and it's just you and the challenge. So it's almost like a form of meditation, but with a lot more risk involved. I suppose the sense of accomplishment afterwards must be immense. Like, I faced death and won. Yeah, and I think that's a powerful motivator. Overcoming that kind of fear, proving to yourself that you can do something so demanding, it builds incredible confidence. My cousin talks about the feeling of mastering the rapids, of being in sync with the river. That sounds appealing, the mastery part. But still, the risk. Do you think they genuinely don't feel fear, or do they just manage it better than most people? I doubt they don't feel fear at all. I think it's more about managing it. They probably learn to channel that fear into heightened awareness and focus. It's not about being reckless, it's often about calculated risk. They train intensely, they understand the conditions, they know their limits. Calculated risk. I guess that's the key difference between someone who's just being stupid and someone who's actually an extreme athlete. They spend years perfecting their skills. Right? Absolutely. And there's often a strong community aspect too. People who share these passions connect on a deeper level. They support each other, they learn from each other, and they celebrate each other's achievements. It's like a shared understanding of what it means to be, well, living on the edge. Living on the edge, that's a good phrase. What exactly do you mean by that? Oh, it just means living a life that involves a lot of risk or is very unconventional, often on the brink of danger or excitement. It's like, instead of playing it safe and sticking to a routine, you're constantly pushing boundaries and experiencing intense situations. For these athletes, it's not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. I see. So it's not just the sport itself, but the entire mindset that comes with it. They embrace that thrill-seeking, boundary-pushing way of life. It makes sense for some personality types. Definitely. And for some, it might also be about feeling alive. In our modern, comfortable lives, we don't often encounter situations where our survival instincts are truly tested. Extreme sports bring that primal feeling back. That's a profound thought. Like, for a brief moment, you're tapping into something very fundamental about being human, something our ancestors felt every day. That's a powerful draw. It really is. And think about the connection with nature too. Many extreme sports like surfing big waves, mountaineering, or base jumping put people directly into incredible natural environments. It's a way of experiencing the raw power of the world. Yeah, I can see that. Imagine being at the top of a huge mountain you just climbed, or riding a massive wave. The perspective must be incredible, making you feel small but also incredibly present. Exactly. It's like they're not just participating in the sport. They're truly interacting with the environment on a very intense level. They often talk about the flow state, where everything just clicks into place, and they become one with what they're doing. It's about truly pushing the envelope. Pushing the envelope. I hear that one a lot, but what's the origin or exact meaning there? It essentially means to go beyond the usual or accepted limits, to try to achieve something new or more extreme than what has been done before. It comes from the idea of literally pushing the boundary or envelope of a graph or a performance curve. So, in extreme sports, it means trying new tricks, going higher, faster, or tackling more challenging routes than anyone has before. They're always trying to innovate and expand what's possible. Got it? So it's not just about doing the sport, but about constantly evolving it, finding new ways to challenge themselves and the sport itself. That adds another layer to it. It's like they're explorers in a way, but exploring human potential rather than geographical locations. A perfect analogy. They're often at the forefront of what's considered humanly possible. Think about the first person to do a certain trick on a snowboard, or to free dive to a new depth. They're setting new benchmarks. It's fascinating when you look at it that way. But still, the cost. Not just financial, but the physical toll. Injuries must be common, even for the most skilled athletes. Unfortunately, yes, that's the flip side of the coin. They understand the risks and accept them, but it doesn't make the consequences any less severe when things go wrong. It's a very high-stakes game they're playing. And for what? Is the feeling of that adrenaline rush really worth potentially losing your life or being severely injured? I guess that's where my brain struggles to compute. For them, I think the what is everything we've talked about: the intense presence, the sense of accomplishment, the mastery, the connection with nature, and the feeling of truly living. For some, the alternative of a safe, but less exciting life isn't appealing. They define their lives by these experiences. I suppose it comes down to different people having different definitions of a fulfilling life. For me, a quiet evening with a good book and a cup of tea is pretty fulfilling. For them, it's jumping off a mountain with a parachute. Exactly. It just highlights the incredible diversity of human experience and what motivates us. I probably won't be joining my cousin on the rapids anytime soon either, but I can definitely appreciate why he loves it so much now. Yeah, me too. I still think they're a bit crazy, but at least I understand the method behind the madness a little better now. It's more than just a death wish. It's a very intentional pursuit of an intense form of life.
Haha, maybe a really fast roller coaster. That's probably as close as I'll get to * living on the edge for now. Thanks for listening to English Boost. Remember, practice a little every day and you'll see big results. See you in the next episode.